Welcome back to another episode of the Glory Hunter Career here on FC25, where we are still trying to fill out England here. We're in the last couple months of this season, the last couple of chances to do so. We are still in the FA Cup. We are top of the table of the Premier League. We're still in the Champions League as well, so we can wrap that up with the Arsenal as well and not worry about the Champions League and just worry about the Europa League, which in 3 seasons or in 3 nations we should be able to do that anyway. But you can see here we are in the FA Cup here. We are in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup against Charlton. I believe it's quarterfinals. Yes, the quarterfinals of the FA Cup against Charlton Athletic. We've had a Mickey Mouse run and a half so far. It is going to get a little bit tougher with either Manchester City, who's already through, and Spurs. If they go through, we could possibly get them in the semifinal, or we could get Middlesbrough in the semifinal if Man City get Spurs or Derby County. We also have Manchester City in the league as well, where they currently sit second. We're 7 points ahead of them. 7 points ahead of them. And then in April, we have Champions League action against Real Madrid. So the chances are we play Manchester City. We play both legs of the Champions League, or possibly, I think Chelsea's in there as well. I think Chelsea's in between the Real Madrid games. They are. So Chelsea's in between the Real Madrid games. We're going to simulate through this Charlton Athletic game, though, because it should be easy. We'll jump in if need be. I had to jump in the last one, unfortunately. We'll jump in this one if we need be. So let's go and get into it. We're losing 1-0 in the first 10 minutes. That's not good. We only have a rotated front 11. That's the only thing that's rotated with Waneri, Endrick, and Doms. Valverde makes it 1-1. Early in the second half, Endrick gets on the score sheet. Arsenal have the lead. And Endrick seals the deal, 3-1. The boys are going to win. We move on to the semifinals. Hopefully we get Middlesbrough or Derby if they beat Tottenham. The Mickey Mouse run continues. Arsenal versus Middlesbrough. Spurs versus Manchester City. We also did go ahead and quick sim a game here against Norwich. We drew 1-1. We drew 1-1 against Norwich. We are 5 points ahead of Manchester City. This is a massive, massive game for us. So if we win this game, we go back to 8 points clear. Manchester City go ahead in second. We are 5 points ahead of them. If we lose that game, we will be 2 points ahead of them, and they'll be catching on our tails. No Costa and no Odegaard, both out with the red card suspension. So Javi Galleta and Jurgen Timber step up. Let's get into the game here. Here is City lineup. So we're going to see Haaland, Foden in the front three, more than likely. Unai Simon in net. Kabori, Militao, Longo, Gavardio, Neves, Rodrigo, Palacios, Phil Foden, Erling Haaland, Pablo Gavi on there. On the bench, they obviously have Granit Xhaka. They have Nunez. The bench actually looked a little bit weaker than what I thought it would be. It's Arsenal versus Man City, essentially for the title here. Essentially for the title. We can't bottle it again, but we can, and we might. That's a good ball out wide for Foden. Foden into Haaland. Haaland back to Foden. Back to Haaland. Shot blocked. Saka. Again, Saka. First pass was blocked. Second pass found and through, but quickly instant impact. Foden, Phil, Raya with the save. Man City growing into the game. Valverde out wide for Martinelli, and Gabriel Martinelli now into the box for Luis Openda on the volley, and Luis Openda has the lead for Arsenal. 1-0 to the Gunners. 8 points clear, lifetime of Manchester City. It's exactly what we need. It's exactly what should happen. Bakayo from distance, because why not? Bakayo from distance. As Gundogan is retiring, we're going to retire him with an L. Bakayo Saka, I didn't even put no time finishing on that at all. It's just whippage. Bakayo Saka whips it into the back of the net. 2-0 for the Arsenal. Saka. Can we make it 3-0 before the end of the first half? Saka crossed in for Martinelli, back post. Gabriel Martinelli going to cut back. He's going to look to find Galleta. Can't do so, but Galleta will win it back. Valverde. Halftime, 2-0 up here against Manchester City. They were going into the game, and then we scored the first, and they've kind of shut down since then. Unlucky not to get the third. Neves, Haaland, they're back in it. Why am I getting a women's transfer offer in the middle of the game? I don't know, but it's 2-1 for Arsenal. Saka now into Zubamendi. I forgot Zubamendi was on my team, to be honest. Javi Calleja intercepted, and here comes Haaland now. Can we shut him down? It took 2 center backs to not shut him down at all, and Erling Haaland still has the ball out wide now for Gavi. Pablo Gavi, Haaland, Palacios, Raya with the save, blocked out. It's an offside. How's he offside? He took the shot. Oh no, he's offside from the original pass. Okay. Haaland, Gavi, Raya with the save, out for a corner. Yurda's coming on for Galleta. Raya, you should be making that save. Let's go. Come on, focus up. Corner short now for Manchester City, and they won't take a short. They will find Haaland, but Openda won the header, and Valverde will work to clear it now. Federico Valverde by his ones. He has Saka. He has Openda. We're just going to play up the field for Openda. Him versus Kabore, and Openda is in behind, but thanks to that dive, we're not going to take it like that. We'll try and work it somewhere else. Yurdic save. We'll get a corner. When the AI dives like that, and I'm on a one-on-one with the keeper, I don't feel like scoring anymore. It's just because it's not realistic. So I don't feel like doing it no more. Into Martinelli. Militao will win it, and that will be game over. Arsenal 2, Manchester City 1. 8 points clear off of Manchester City now. 8 points clear top of the table. It's time to switch our focus to Champions League football. Champions League quarterfinal action. It's Real Madrid versus Arsenal, and thanks to the latest draw for the round of 16 of Champions League, this is a real possibility of happening in real life with Real Madrid taking on not Manchester City, but Real Madrid taking on Arsenal after they beat Manchester City in the playoffs. We could definitely see this, and it's probably the more favorable because Real Madrid have Atletico Madrid. We have Feyenoord or PSV, one of the two. I think it's PSV. We have PSV. And yeah, so the quarterfinals is Real Madrid versus Arsenal if both teams get through, or it'll be Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid. So there's that. It's us versus Real Madrid in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Full strength team at the Bernabeu first leg. Vamos. Alright, well that was weird. Can I control? Okay, I can. Okay. What the heck just happened? The game just glitched massively. Game might crash after this, to be honest. But if it doesn't, here's the lineup. Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, Rodrigo, they have Mikel Merino, former Arsenal player, Jude Bellingham, Moises Caicedo, Udogie, Todibo, Fofana, Limer. That's a horrible back line. Courtois and Brahim on the bench, Koku on the bench, Kubarsi on the bench, Leon Bailey, Jamal Musiala on the bench, excuse me. Joao Hato, don't know why he's not starting, and honestly, don't know why Dennis isn't starting whatever position he is, but he definitely should be starting. Let's go and get into the game here against a strong midfield to attack, goalkeeper as well, in a relatively weak back line. Something that we could hopefully to exploit here as Valverde over the top for Martinelli. Federico Valverde, that's a long ball playing his former side into Luis Openda now. And Luis Openda, there's a weak back line. They're stepping off instead of stepping up. Vinicius. Still Vinicius crossed in. Mbappe. David Raya with the save. Rodrigo. Mbappe. David Raya. This game is bugged. 1-0 for Mbappe. There it goes. It crashed. Alright, well, give me 1 second. Alright, well, let's try this again. It doesn't seem to be glitching so far, but you can see there the lineup looks the same. The lineup is the same for us. We have, obviously, Kylian Mbappe in the front line. Caicedo is starting this game, which is interesting, which means who's not starting? Don't know. Udogie, Todibo, Fofana, Limer, Koku, Bellingham, Caicedo. I don't know out of the midfield which one is missing. Vinny, Mbappe, and Rodrigo is the front three, though that is all we do know. Our lineup is the same. The game isn't bugged. Don't know what the hell just happened. I'm not giving them their goal back. We are going to start at a fresh 0-0. Let's get into it. And you know what? We might be giving the goal back as Vinicius Jr. gets it back anyway. 3 minutes in and Real Madrid have the lead. It's 1-0 to them. I guess that's fair enough. They were up 1-0 when the game crashed. What the hell is this dance? All right, well, 1-0. That was actually pathetic. Out wide for Openda. Luis Openda. Martin Odegaard on equalizer on his weak foot. And Martin Odegaard equalizes. 1-1. Rodrigo. Kylian. Mbappito makes it 2-1 for Real Madrid. They take the lead back instantly. Openda win the header down to Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli, his shot blocked. Valverde can't find Saka. He doesn't necessarily deal with it too well. It's still in the hands of Real Madrid. It's still in the hands of Real Madrid. Now Mbappe, Costa's there. Mbappito. Oh my lord, David Rea, what was that? Mbappe makes it 3 for Real. Martinelli over the top for Openda. Openda straight to the keeper. That is halftime, 3-1 down. Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli off target. Mbappe. Vinicius 4 for Real. Vinicius. Rodrigo 5. And that is game over. That is an embarrassing loss. Real Madrid 5, Arsenal 1. We're out of the Champions League. There's no way we come back from that. We'll give it a run, but there's no way in hell we come back from that one. Now, I should play this because I have no choice of the Real Madrid game. But hey ho, we are going to quick sim this game. We're 8 points clear anyway. Who cares if it might be 6 now? We're going to give one hell of a run in the Champions League against Real Madrid to end the episode. It probably won't go well. We'll probably start simulating through the second half. But hey ho, we'll give it a go. Alright, let's give this one hell of a run. See what happens. If we can get one early, there's a theoretical chance. We desperately needed a second, though, in that first leg to actually have a realistic chance of it going through. But Valverde into Luis Openda. His shot instantly blocked. Mbappe. That's a pen. Don't know where from, but it's a penalty for Real Madrid and a chance to end the game. There's no pen in that. What are we doing? It's 6-1 on aggregate. Martinelli, Odegaard, Openda, Saka, Bukayo gets one back. 6-1. Valverde's getting a yellow card for something. 6-2 on aggregate. We need a massive second half. 3 back it is. A 3-4-2-1. We have Costa, Saliba, Ruiz as a back 3. Davies as our left mid. Valverde and Zimini in midfield. Martinelli and Odegaard as our cam. Saka on the right. Openda as striker. It's a pray and hope attacking kind of formation that could either see us get goals or concede about 50 more. So it's one of the two. Davies now into Martinelli. Martinelli into Openda. Openda gets one back. It's 4. It's 3 now. Just need 3. 6-3. Vinicius, game over. It's over. We're out of the Champions League. We made it somewhat affordable. 7-4 on aggregate. We end the episode in first in the Premier League, 6 points clear off of Manchester City. We are in the FA Cup semifinals against Middlesbrough. We are out of the Champions League though, so we'll at least have. It's not the end of the world because we're not out of the one competitions that we can't be out of. Next episode could and might be the season finale, and in fact it probably will be the season finale. We'll probably play Middlesbrough. We'll simulate through all of the Premier League games, play the Fulham game, and then hopefully win the FA Cup final, which actually might be before the Fulham game, as weird as that sounds. So yeah, tomorrow could be the season finale. It probably will be the season finale. That's it for me today. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.